Now I'm going to show you how you can set up your template for your cards. So you want to go over to the print. You want 8.5 by 11 paper. You want it to be oriented in this direction, horizontal, right? We'll make sure it's in inches, 8.5 by 11 with 300, DPIs, RGB color. Gonna create that. You're all set for that. So now you're going to go over into your preferences. Going to go to edit, go all the way down to preferences. You're going to look for your units and rulers. Make sure that is set to inches. Okay. Press OK. That's going to be your default. Now we're going to go over to view. You want to make sure you can view your rulers and make sure that your snap is on and that you're snapping to everything. So your rulers are on, you snap to everything. Because we're going to pull out a guideline from here, pull it out, and it'll snap to, you can feel it, it's going to snap right there. Going to snap to the middle. The next thing we need to do is set up the margins because this piece of paper is larger than the card. We're going to actually cut the card out of the middle of it. So this is an A4, and we're going to do an A7. So we're going to make something smaller. So what you do is you go back into your view, your guides. You want new guides, create new guide layout. So I've already set this up. So this is exactly where I want it to be. So the margins, the top and the bottom are 1.75 inches, and the left and the right are 0.5 inches, because this will give you the card on the inside. So then you press, make sure you're having this, then you press OK. And this is where the card's going to be. This is going to be the card front. This will be the card back. So what we want to do now is we want to add some cutting marks right here because you want to cut the card so that we know if we print it out and you want to cut it, then you have these little black marks over here so to set up. So you put your ruler across there, ruler across there. So those are called registration marks. So we're going to make some of those. So you're going to go over to make sure that your line tool is up. It's kind of hidden with the shapes if it's not there. You want to set it to about 10 pixels. Right? Making sure that it is ready to go. You go over here to your layers. Okay. So as soon as you start a new line, it's going to start a new layer for you. So just go behind one of these little lines. This is where it's going to be set up. Okay. So there is one line. Going to make another one right like this. It's going to be all lined up. Make another line here. Again, these don't have to be any specific size. You just don't want it to go into the it'll line up for itself. You don't want it to go into the inside of where the card's going to be. You have a little less area to play with here. Just set this up. Just drag it over like that. Again, these are your registration marks. So if we were to print this out, these are the places you put your ruler so that you can know to go into the inside of here. And this right here is your contextual toolbar, so you can turn that on and off from here. It's kind of annoying. You can turn that off. All right, so now we have everything set up to go. The next part, we're going to create the front and the back kind of templates for your card, so you can make copies of this file, and all you need to do is like cut and paste your images into them. So we need to make our templates. So we need to put a white triangle here and a white triangle here. So this is the front of the card, right, because it folds, and this is the back of the card. Okay, so the way that we do that is we go over and make rectangles on these. So right now the color that I have swatched is, you go pull it all the way to the top, and I want it to be white. So if I clicked on there and it's FFFFF, that is the color white. So I go to my rectangle tool. Again, it's hiding over here with the line tool. Okay, so I turn on my rectangle tool. Make sure when you're drawing it, you want to draw it from the corner and not drawing it from the center. And the way that you do that is you go over here. If you want to draw from the center, you click on that. If it's drawing it from the center, make sure it's on unconstrained. Okay. So now I'm going to, the stroke is going to be clear. The fill is white. So you won't necessarily be able to see it, but it'll snap right here. So we have these guides, so it'll snap. So we have one, right? Perfect. And then we are going to make another one right here. Okay, so go over to your layers and you'll see that that's going to be the back. So we're going to rename this back. And this one is the front. We're going to rename this front. And we want to make these into smart objects. So you're going to right click it. You're going to find convert to smart object. There it is. And this one, I'm going to right click it, convert to smart object. Now just to do a little bit of cleanup on this. So all these lines are on separate layers. We can merge all those layers together. So I pressed shift, front one, back one. That's true for most word processing or anything that you do software. So you click the first one, press shift, go to the back, and it'll take everything in the middle. You're going to right click on this. You're going to look for merge shapes because those are all shapes layers. So I'm merging my shapes. So now I just have, this is for my registration marks. And this is the back and the front. So now that these are smart objects, the advantage of doing a smart object is if you double click on the picture, right, it opens up a new tab. So this is actually so you have a whole new tab that's a new drawing. So this is like so once you have smart objects, each one can be edited as its own thing, and then you put them together in here, right? This is like an assembly of a bunch of different files. So it works pretty well. Okay, so now I'm on the back. I want to add the text to the back of it. So I just hit my text tool, make sure that I have the right color. Right now it would be white on white. You could not see that very well. So I can just go into swatches. Let's do that color. That looks good. My colors. Now I have the black on the top. So now I'm going to put my text in here. I'll put Ms. Edson Historical Cards Fall 2024. Okay, so I go with my because if you want to, if you can't see these over here, this is your text and your paragraph. If those are not up and running for you, just do all these. Then you can turn those on pretty easily. You just go over here to Window and make sure the character is turned on. And that is going to get you what you need. So Window, character. That's what you're going to need. So now if that's turned on, I can do all sorts of things with the characters. I can, just play around with it, whatever you need to do, make it different sizes. Just play with it. Okay, so let's say I've done all that, I'm good to go. So now, if I go back over here, it's not there because I didn't save it. So if I go File, Save, and then I go over here, there it is. So these are files inside of files. So that's, once you have the back all set, granted it's not the prettiest thing in the world, you can put a little picture on there, whatever you want. It's kind of big, it's kind of clunky, but there you go. So then you're going to make a copy of this when you start your cards. And all you need to do is do new fronts for them when you do a copy. So to do a copy, you could do a file, again, save as, right? So now I could call this card template for card number 1. Right, so I've saved that. So now I have a card template number 1, and I still, if I want to go over and I can open it up, I can open up just regular old card template, right? So now I have a copy of it. So that's how you're going to make all your different cards, by just editing the front object in your templates.